there, I'm Chef Ani, and today we are making something that I am so excited about. I can barely contain myself. We are making the most beautiful, the most spectacular little pumpkin pie bites. These are so cute. They are sure to totally dazzle any Thanksgiving party or holiday party that you might be having. I mean, this is a favorite, and they're so cute and fun to make too. I mean, it takes pumpkin pie, your average pumpkin pie, to like the next level because they're so cute and they taste amazing too. And I'm going to show you how to make them today. These will for sure win you friends and help you lose some enemies this holiday season. So when I'm talking, let's get cooking. So we're going to get started by making the crust. Now this is a vital part of this recipe, that it is delicious and light and flaky and just everything that you want in a crust. So we're going to start with some flour in a food processor. And I like to use a food processor because it just makes this whole process quite easy. And we're going to add just a little salt. Now I like to use coconut oil in my crust. Coconut oil has the ability to make this crust incredibly flaky. Now there's a couple different types of coconut oil. You can either get it refined or unrefined. Unrefined means that it has that coconut flavor still in it. So when you taste it, you smell it, it still has that coconut flavor. Do you remember, Mama, the video I made where I was trying to prove a point that, that refined doesn't have any flavor? So I'll prove to you that there's no flavor. This is refined coconut oil. No flavor. I normally just grab a jar and put it in because it's going to taste good whether it has that coconut flavor or not. And we're going to add just a splash of lemon juice to this. It gives it a fresh taste that I really like. And now we want to pulse this until we get a crumb-like consistency. So if you don't have a food processor, that is totally okay. All you need is either a pastry cutter or a couple of forks, and just you want to work the oil into the flour so that it becomes like sand, like this. Right now, do you see this isn't gonna hold together into a nice pie crust, so we are going to add a little ice water. But sometimes I make this recipe and I don't have to add almost any ice water at all, and sometimes I have to add more. So you really have to eyeball it, but the secret is to not add too much water. Better to start with just a little bit of water. So now you see you have bigger crumbs, which is good. And if we squeeze it, do you see it holds together quite good? So I have a spoon here, I'm just firmly patting it down. I want to make sure to get to the sides and in the corners. We're just going to take a piece of parchment paper, weigh it down with pie weights. Now today I'm using beans because I don't have pie weights. This is going to help our crust not bubble up. It's going to help it keep its shape. Now we're going to pop this in the oven to bake. Next, we're going to work on our filling. Now I also do this in a food processor, but you could do it in a blender. Today I'm using canned pumpkins. I'm using Libby's today. I tend to like using Libby's just because it's a little oranger in color. And if you ask me, I like to have that orange color. Now I've used other brands. They taste good, but they're a little browner in color, which is perfectly okay if you want to do that. But Libby's must use some sort of special pumpkin because it's orange.
Using your blue.
Oh, I'm using my blue can opener. Isn't it beautiful?
Makes you smile, doesn't it?
Does, it makes me smile. Mama said that I need to fill my life with things that make me smile. So one of the things is this blue can opener. Another thing that makes me smile is my doormat. And I can show you my doormat because it's really nice. Come on, let's go see my doormat. Isn't that so cute? It's got the little hello, and every time I leave or come into this kitchen, I just smile. So fill your life with things that make you happy. The next thing we're going to add is some tofu. Not that this is going to taste like tofu, but it really adds to the consistency. Coconut milk. I like to use the Thai Kitchen brand. Now we're going to add the sugar, some tapioca starch, add the flavors that is going to make this pop. I have some Ceylon cinnamon, cardamom, some ginger, and a little salt. Now that our crust has come out of the oven and has cooled, we're gonna add our filling, and you wanna spread it out pretty smooth on the top. because how it goes in is how it's going to come out. Now we're going to pop it in the oven to bake. Now you want to give your pie a chance to cool before you start cutting it. So I've actually let my pie cool overnight, and it's the next day. Once it is done baking, we're just going to turn off the oven and let it sit in the oven with the door just cracked. And the reason for this is it helps minimize any sort of cracking on the top of your pumpkin pie. You might get a little bit, but if you shock it by taking a hot pie, bringing it out and putting it on a cold counter in a cold room, it is going to crack under all that pressure. So I have a little cutter here. You could do any kind of size that you want, or you could cut these into squares, rectangles, or whatever kind of size you want. I actually have a cookie cutter here, which is a pumpkin. Now how cute would that be? Today I'm going to use this little cutter because I want cute bite-sized pumpkin pie pieces. Because it's a little short, just using a cup. Now you can top these little pumpkin pie bites with your favorite whipped topping. If someone served me this at a party, I would be impressed. Oh, this looks so good. I'm so excited. Let's eat it. And if you want to, please like and subscribe to my channel. I did this all out of order and now it makes no sense at all.